Good morning, everybody. Welcome back for day 2 of the webinar where we are teaching you how to successfully market and sell pre-construction condos in 2021. I assume you have all finished your homework from last night where we worked on MailChimp to put together your Keewatin email that we're going to send today. As well, you should have received an email from us this morning with the scripts that we are going to run through. If you have not received them, that's okay. There's a link to them in the chat right now. Simply click that link and download the scripts. We learned an incredible amount yesterday, and today we are going to put all of that into action. Hersh, that's your favorite part, so I'm going to let you take it away.
Thanks, Mitch, and thank you all once again for joining us on our final session of our first webinar series. I'm really happy you've all made it this far because this is where the fun really begins. Now that we have our story created, our email campaign completed, and social media content ready to post, I'm now going to teach you how to respond and know exactly what to say to all the leads that are about to come in. To help me out, I'm going to ask Mitch to join me and play the part of a buyer on the phone call I'm about to receive. Now, I want to stress to you guys that we are not trying to make the sale on this call, so you can remove all that pressure. If you were advertising a property somewhere and you got a phone call from a potential purchaser, would you sell them the house over the phone and suggest they write an offer as you were speaking with them? Probably not. You probably wouldn't do that. You would make the time to meet them at the property and show it to them first, correct? Sure. Same thing with pre-construction. We are not suggesting that they buy it on the first call. What they're really doing is seeking information. And what we want to do is offer them an appointment so they can see what they're buying and have all their questions answered, just like when they go to see a house. Does that make sense to everybody? Your goal is to simply book an appointment either at the sales center or on Zoom so we can help you complete the sale. Okay, here we go. I've sent out my email, posted my social media content, and all of a sudden my phone rings. Hello, this is Hersh.
Hi Hersh, I received your email about a development.
Hi Mitch, thanks for calling. What can I help you with?
I'm actually wondering where it's located.
Aha. And there is the first question. They are all going to ask you a question because that's why they called, to find out more information. Does that make sense? And what should you do when they ask the first question? You answer it. And 99% of the time, the first question is going to be either about the price, the size, or the location. You need to make sure that you know the answer to those 3 questions. So what I'm going to do is answer Mitch's question right now. Mitch, the development is located in the heart of Midtown Toronto. It's located at Eglinton and Mount Pleasant. Is that an area that interests you?
It is.
All right. Now I was nice and I answered Mitch's first question, but after that first question, you are not going to answer another question. You're not going to let them ask you another question. What you're going to do is follow up immediately with this one line and pay close attention because this is where the gold is. Mitch, I'm sure you have a number of questions you'd like answered about the project.
I do.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, Mitch. I have a special relationship with the developer, and they have set aside some time for me on Saturday between 2 and 4 p.m. so that all my clients who have questions could come down and get their questions answered. Would you like to come down and join us and get your questions answered as well?
Yeah, I can probably be there for around 3 o'clock.
That is perfect. So what I'm going to do is send you out all the information right now, and I'm going to give you a call the night before just to confirm. It's been great speaking to you on the phone, and I really look forward to meeting you on Saturday.
Likewise. Thanks, Hersh.
Thanks. And that's it. Get off the phone. Don't start talking to them about all kinds of things. They've agreed to meet you, and end your conversation right there. Now, a couple of things to keep in mind. Everything we just said on the call can be slightly reworded to book a virtual meeting on Zoom. Now that you've booked this meeting, all you need to do is give us a call and notify us of the time and date you'd like to come down, and we will make sure to be there and answer all your questions to help you complete the sale. The other thing I want you to remember to do is call them the night before to confirm that they are going to meet you there. This is such an important step. If you do not do this, I can almost assure you they're not going to show up. So call them the night before and say, "Hi Mitch, this is Hersh."
Hi, Hersh.
How you doing, Mitch?
I'm good, thanks.
Super. Mitch, I'm calling you to make sure that you have the address of the sales center. It's 385 DuPont Street.
Okay.
All right. And I'm going to be there between 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock with some of my other clients to answer their questions. What time do you think you're going to join us?
Probably around 3 o'clock.
Super. When you get there, call me on my cell.
Perfect. Thanks, Hersh.
And click, get off the phone. Now, since you've called us in advance to notify us about the meeting, here's what's going to happen once you arrive at the sales center or log on to the Zoom meeting. You and your clients will meet with either myself, Mitch, or someone from our executive sales team, and we will guide you and your clients through the entire process and answer all of their questions. You're literally not going to have to do a thing. We've heard all the questions hundreds, if not thousands of times. We know what it's going to take to get your client from walking in the door to successfully writing an agreement of purchase and sale. You literally just have to follow behind your client and we'll do the rest. I know there's a number of experienced pre-construction agents who have tuned in today who live by this tried, tested, and true process. So if you're one of the newer agents who have never sold pre-construction or have not had the chance to work with us before, I want to assure you that if you stick to the script and follow the instructions we've provided for you within the webinar reference guide, you will quickly add $100,000 to your annual income. Many of you maybe are wondering, should I go through with this? Or what should I do? I've watched this and taken part of it, and now I'm going to have to push a button and answer a question. Here's what I want to tell you. After 32 years, I've watched agents time and time again who have never, ever done this before become superstars and change their life forever. Whatever you're going to do now, I wish you the best of luck. And so what we're going to do now is actually send out the Keewatin email you have all put together. So Mitch, take them through it.
Sounds good. Thanks, Hersh.
All right.
So while we're setting up, I hope that you guys really enjoyed Hersh's not so secret recipe to pre-construction sales and marketing success. If you guys loved what you just watched, I want to see you light up that chat now. I want to see fire emojis. I want to see heart emojis. I want to see it all. Oh, you guys are awesome. I'm already seeing the comments pour in, which is absolutely great. What we're going to do now, I'm going to switch to my computer. In the meantime, I want you to all open up your web browsers, go to MailChimp, and go back to that email that you put together last night. We're going to push send together. Now comes the part we've all been waiting for. The moment that we are actually going to jump back into MailChimp or your email marketing program and send the email. Okay, once you have MailChimp open, you're going to click on the campaigns button on the left-hand side. Your campaign that you've, of course, finished should be sitting there waiting in draft format. You're going to click it. It's going to take you into the actual campaign, and you're going to go to the top right-hand side of the screen. You're going to see that blue send button. We're going to click that. It's going to say review your campaign. You're about to send a campaign to however many subscribers that you imported. And this is exciting. I hope you're all ready. I am actually going to count down from 5, and we can all push send at the same time. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, send. And just like that, you did it. If this is your first email campaign, a massive congratulations. I'm so optimistic and excited that you're going to see some great results. Now, throughout the past 2 sessions, you've been sending in incredible questions. While we don't have time to answer them all today, we're going to be going through a few of the top ones. And if yours isn't one of the ones that we discussed right now, please give us a call, send us an email, and we'd be more than happy to answer that with you one-on-one. We're here to help you. That being said, let's get into the first question. The first question is, what's the difference between promoting a post on social media and advertising? It's a great question. And really, there's 2 main differences. So when you're promoting a post, you're utilizing an existing post to get more likes, views, comments, shares, and ultimately engagement. When we flip to the other side onto the advertising platform, we have a number of different outcomes that we can choose from. Advertising allows us to generate leads, to drive people to a website, to get people to fill out forms. That's essentially the difference between promotion and advertising separately. The second question, which social platform is best to get started with? It's a big question, and unfortunately, there's not a perfectly right answer. What I would always advise is start posting on the one that you feel most comfortable with. So if that's Instagram where you post photos, do that. If it's LinkedIn and you want to post articles and some photos, do that. I think it's the platform that you feel most comfortable on that you're going to actually use that's going to lead you to build momentum, and then you can transfer that momentum onto a second platform. Question 3. Do I have to make video for my content? Video is going to have the highest engagement rate. It's what people like to see the most, but it's not absolutely necessary. If you're incredible at writing, then I would say write. If you're a great photographer, go out, snap a bunch of photos, and start posting your photos on the platform of your choice. But ultimately, you should push yourself out of your comfort zone to get used to video, because it ultimately will yield the best results, and that trend's only gonna grow as we go on in time. Next question. What if the client can't come to the appointment times you offered? If you remembered what Hersh mentioned when he was on his call, he spoke to the client and said, I'm at the sales center from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. I said I'm available at 3 o'clock, but what if I wasn't? Very easy answer. Simply ask the person on the phone what day and time works for them and tell them you'll call them right back with a confirmation. Of course it works for them because you're able to go to the sales center as long as it's open. Wait a few minutes, call them back, tell them, you know what, I was able to move a few things around and get you in for 3 o'clock on the next day type of thing. It's as simple as that. Don't overthink it, just make it happen. And finally, the last question that we're going to get to today is, how do I answer the question, is the market going to crash? We've all heard it before as agents. It's a common question with buyers. We've watched the market increase. It's natural that the buyers are going to be a little bit hesitant about the momentum that the market has. So how do you answer that question? For me personally, I talk about the strength of the Toronto market. I talk about how it's safe, how the economy is in great shape, how we have a stable government, how we have amazing immigration and a demand for people to come move here and start building their lives. I also talk about how Toronto is one of the tech leaders in not only North America, but in the world when it comes to various versions of technology, including artificial intelligence. I then also get into the price per square foot average. So, if you're looking at a pre-construction condo and it's $1,000, $1,200, $1,400 a foot, that's still much cheaper than a lot of other global markets, which is exactly what Toronto is. If you look at New York, you look at London, you look at Amsterdam, you look at Paris, you look at Hong Kong, they're all significantly more expensive than us, which gives me personally the confidence to know that Toronto, or to think that Toronto has a lot more run room in terms of appreciation in the long run. And that concludes the webinar, How to Successfully Market and Sell Pre-Construction in 2021. I cannot thank you enough for the time that you have spent with us today. I hope you've got an incredible amount of value from it. Before we officially sign off, I just want to remind you of all the absolutely amazing social media tips we got yesterday from Daniela. We want you to utilize them. We want you to put them into action. We want this webinar to be the start of something incredible for you and your career. And don't forget, all of this work that you're going to do and all of the stuff that you're going to put in and the posts that you create, this is all going to establish credibility for you to be seen as the go-to person for pre-construction condos and real estate in your network. Finally, don't forget about those social media posts that we pre-made for you that should be sitting in your Keywotton folder when you put the research together that you pulled from the broker portal. We want you to take that content and utilize it and put it on your social media. But don't forget, tag us at Hersh Realty Group in your posts, because we're going to be doing a $100 giveaway to one lucky poster. I sincerely hope that you guys have had half the fun that I've had putting this together for you. It's been a blast. I know Hersh has had a blast, and our entire team at Hersh Realty Group sincerely appreciates having you here. Remember, if we didn't have a chance to get to your question, reach out to one of us. We're happy to have a one-on-one chat and go over with it. Also, we're excited to see you start to get some results of your Keywotton email. Whenever your clients reach out and you have questions, again, call us, email us, book an appointment. You can do it on the broker portal, or just send us an email and we'll take care of it for you. This has been a blast. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks.